Hello Psychonauts, and thank you for joining me. I'm going to slow down a little bit in this video and try to not get ahead of myself so I can just talk to you, actually talk to you, okay? And what I wanted to share with you this time is my experience of acid wonderland, okay? And before I get into it, I typically don't have super visually immersive LSD experiences. Usually the visuals are more clear and less complex to like the tryptamine visuals of DMT or psilocybin. And usually in terms of like an LSD breakthrough or what that high dose LSD experience converges to, a lot of times I get that more transcendent oneness, becoming everything, white light type experience. But this was something of a completely different nature, and I've really never had anything like it. And it's kind of why I want to draw a parallel to DMT hyperspace, because I talk a lot about hyperspace. My last video was about DMT hyperspace, and it's this hidden realm, this place that's only becomes perceivable under the right conditions. And this was something like I experienced with this LSD trip. So I'm just gonna start by describing the space and what happened. So I was in the middle of my trip, the highest dose trip that I had ever taken, and I honestly don't even remember if my eyes were opened or closed. I was at that point where it was really hard to differentiate those boundaries. But I'm guessing they were probably closed. But either way, this space appeared before my eyes, this vision of this wonderland, this like whimsical paradise oasis. And one of the defining features of it was that there were all these eyes. There were these eyes, these like standalone eyes, kind of on the edges of my perception, like on the perimeter of this space, and more down towards the middle. There was more of like an opening. Like it was really like this organic naturescape too, compared to like DMT hyperspace, which is very hyper geometrical. This was more of like this organic landscape. Like it really felt like a nature place, like a place in nature. It felt like this like hidden oasis, like this wonderland. I think I remember there being like flowers and mushrooms. Like it was really this beautiful place of nature. Okay, just stay with me, okay? So if you don't stay with me, I'll never be able to stay with myself. And you know, anyway, so there's really something about this, and I want to pull you into some of my like reflections and theories about it, because it felt like, you know, the LSD had brought me into this place of innocence. Like it felt very connected with innocence. Like my perception had been cleansed. I was in this state of innocence, and that's what allowed this wonderland space, this beautiful paradise to appear before my eyes. And it was so inviting too. That was something about it. It was very inviting. There was almost like this peaceful, calming aura to it. Like it felt like a space where everything was okay, but there was also like a sense of adventure and curiosity, and you know, just pure imagination. I really felt like it was a space of pure imagination. I talk about this a lot, but I typically see reality as made of consciousness. Like reality is mental, and physical reality is just a special case of that larger mental reality. It's like we're living in like God's imagination. And you know, there's parts of that are more solidified and have more, you know, strict rigidity to it, like this physical reality. And then there are these places of pure imagination, of like pure boundless potential. And kind of losing it right now because it's so hard to bring myself back into that memory of like what was actually happening. It kind of brings me back into that awe a little bit. Like my toes are curling. I'm getting all giddy about it, but yeah, it's so interesting. Like what is going on here? What is going on? It felt like this place that was really there, that it was like really always existing there, just like hidden under my nose. Like, it feels like our normal perception of reality. There's almost like a gravity that pulls our awareness into this reality. Like, our brains are set up in a way that we're pulled into this reality. It's almost like a gravity. Like, it's really like it's almost impossible to fight against. Okay, we're grounded in this reality. But like when you alter those mechanisms of, you know, what's actually keeping your awareness in your reality, your awareness can travel to these other realms. And I mean, I understand because we're getting a bit out there. And you know, I always feel like I can already hear what what certain people are saying, like, oh, okay, like you took a drug and you had a hallucination, like, end of story. I mean, yeah, I get that. Yeah, but there's something so, I mean, it really depends on like what reality is in the first place, and I don't think we really know. But what was so interesting about this wonderland, especially compared to DMT, like the DMT hyperspace feels so much, it feels like almost more alien and geometric and like hyperdimensional in a way, but this was just like this almost like this hidden paradise that I had unlocked. Like it was almost this like level of reality that it was almost like a reward, like a reward for cleansing my awareness to the extent that I could actually experience the forbidden ecstasy of pure imagination. No, but there's something about the whimsical nature of it, and you know, the calming, peaceful presence of it that really stayed with me. Like just knowing that this place existed. I mean, even if I did imagine it, it didn't really matter if it was just my imagination or not, because in that state, I mean, all there was awareness. So if this is what I'm aware of, that's just as real as being aware here. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like awareness is like all it is awareness. All it is perception and consciousness. So there was really there's no distinction in like level of realness between that imaginative, that pure imagination, boundless reality, and the one that we're normally pulled into. You know, by our perception, by our mechanics of perception, they pull us into this reality. But there's so many little like hidden realms. Like there's these hidden realms that certain psychedelics have a tendency to unlock. And you know, DMT is associated with hyperspace. Well, and in DMT, 5-MeO is more, I've never tried, but more associated with that more like transcendental, complete oneness, becoming everything type breakthrough. And like I said, I feel like that is associated with LSD a little bit too, but this was really just like I don't know, like a new level of the acid experience that I had yet to unlock. It was almost like a new level of reality, like this, I don't know, there's like a sense of like, I feel like a lot of times when I enter these hidden realms, no matter what it is, DMT hyperspace, acid wonderland, there's almost like this cosmic joke essence to it where it's like, you know, you know, like you've been fooled to think that this reality is all there is, but like, you know, look what's just beyond your perception. It's like just beyond our perception, and all it is perception. All it is that changing perception. Of course, what's floating into my mind right now is just the quote of, you know, if the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. And there's really just something like archetypal about it too, like about that wonderland of like innocent curiosity, this like nature, whimsical paradise oasis. There's something like really archetypal about it. And that's what's so like intriguing about it. Like it's not random. Like it's not random. Like there's something to it. And I don't know. I don't know. I hope you find this as intriguing as I do, at least to some extent. I would like to know your thoughts about like about any of it, okay? And just like, have you ever had anything like this on LSD or otherwise? Have you ever had like a really like an experience of wonderland, or a similar phenomenon, or what do you think of like my explanations of it? Because I really want to know, really want to hear your feedback. But I think I'm about out of thoughts, even though I'd love to talk more. uh I might just end up rambling into nonsense, but I don't know, even just like bringing back up that memory of wonderland kind of is putting me in a more whimsical, joyful mood. Just like knowing that space exists, whether it's just pure imagination or not. It's just, I don't know. There's really no words for it. I'm gonna end this video. Okay, we're gonna end it. So thank you for staying with me and hanging out and listening to everything I had to say. Okay, okay. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.